Hello. Hey y'all, welcome back. It is 2023. I don't know if it's just me, but I don't know why I feel like I'm still stuck in 2020, like March of 2020 specifically. But I'm so excited that it's 2023. And if you saw my most recent Instagram reel, then you know that my motto for this year is New Year, same me, just working to be a better version of myself. Because honestly, I'm super proud about just like the work that I've been putting in myself and towards my career and my brand and everything. Really happy with how that turned out in 2022. So I'm just looking forward to continuing to grow and glow in 2023. And I'm super excited that you guys have been a part of my journey, and hopefully you will continue to keep up with my journey. I started making vision boards. I actually did a summer program when I was in high school, and so we made vision boards. And before that, I'd never really done one, but I thought it was pretty cool. And I really just think that, it's so easy to say, like, oh, I want to do this, this, and this, but it's not until you really, write out or just kind of lay out specific, I don't know if you guys have heard of SMART goals, but just like goals that are easily attainable and really specific. So I made a vision board last year. I made it in Canva because I use Canva for everything and it's amazing. Why not go digital? It makes life so much easier. So I made that and shared it via Instagram, and then I also had it as my lock screen on my phone for the entire year. And now that it's 2023, I was like, you know what? I need to make a vision board for the new year. So of course, I dived into Canva again, found an amazing template, and here we are. So I just kind of wanted to go through my vision board with you guys, just share a little bit about, like what inspired me to put different things on my vision board, and hopefully inspire you to also create your own vision board, set out those goals. And of course, at the end of 2023, we will check in and we will see how we did attaining those goals. So the first thing, I really loved this template. Like, I just think the vibe is so cute. Like, we're going minimalist vibes, and of course my favorite color is purple, so we had to throw the purple in the background. But of course I want to travel to the Dominican Republic, so my school, we do have a spring break. Amazing, because like after that I don't know if I'm ever gonna have another break again. Like, med school, stressful. Anyways, so my family, we are planning a cruise. We usually travel with Carnival, but this time we're gonna do Royal Caribbean. So we're gonna go to Haiti and the Dominican Republic. So that is on my list. So hopefully we can finish getting that paid for and we can make it happen, because I feel like I just deserve to sit on a boat and live my best life for a week. And then next, I want to improve my Spanish. So you guys may know, like, one of the main reasons I chose my medical school, NYU, was because of their medical Spanish program. I really love that, it's not just a professor like in a classroom teaching you Spanish, but we also have OSCEs, which are our objective standardized patient encounters with Spanish speaking patients. And also one of the hospitals that we rotate has a large patient population that is non-English speaking. So even though I've done the Spanish class, I just want to kind of be on my own, whether it's Babbel, Duolingo, you name it, whatever I gotta do. Just make sure I'm putting myself out there. I live in New York City, so I have the opportunity to interact with so many different people, a diverse population in general. So I just need to work on my Spanish. And if you ever want to message me on Instagram in Spanish, just do it, and I will try not to copy and paste to Google Translate to figure out what you said. Next is become better at budgeting. Y'all, I am actually a real adult right now, and that's kind of scary. So I just need to figure out, I was talking to one of my friends, she's so wise, she always keeps me on it, and I moved to New York City and I just kind of forgot what a budget was. I was just kind of living my best life. And it's also really hard because I started working when I was 16, so this is the first time in 6 years that I haven't had a steady stream of income. So it's time for me to start thinking long term, what I want for my future and what that financial stability looks like. for me. So I'm gonna start budgeting. I think I'm gonna use You Need a Budget. I started using that at the beginning of last year, and then I just got like super lazy because like I had income, so I wasn't as worried about it. So I'm gonna start using them again. I know like if you're a student, you get like a 1 year free, so you don't have to pay for it for the first year. So highly recommend trying that out. And I'm gonna update you guys on my budget because that's the only way I'm gonna be accountable. Next up, books. Y'all, like I have recently gotten back into reading, and it has just been so great. Like it's so nice to curl up in bed at the end of a long day and escape into another world reading books. So I got some books last week. Barnes & Noble was having 50% off all their hardcovers, so of course I take advantage. So I'm gonna read 10 books this year. I think that's my goal. That's not even one a month, so I feel like that's like super doable. I really love to read like post-exam weekends just because I have a lot of extra flexibility and just kind of like get my mind off things. You guys know that I have been really enjoying Colleen Hoover books, so I finally got It Starts With Us, which is the sequel, or the second book in the series to It Ends With Us. I think I have November 9th. I have another book called Brown Girls, and then another book that I have called 12 Patients. It's like fiction, I think, but based on true story. But it's kind of like related to medicine, patient stories, things like that. So those are the first 4 on my list. So drop all your recommendations for more books. I would love to see them. And also I'm gonna drop my Goodreads because I think we should connect. Finally made a Goodreads, so we can just kind of like connect on there and keep each other accountable for the amount of books that we're reading. My next goal, I want to earn $15,000 as a content creator this year. I don't know if you guys have seen my reel. I talked about the amount of money that I made this year as a content creator, and I just think that, you know, in 2022, I really took the time to start posting consistently and taking myself serious with my platforms, whether that be Instagram, TikTok, starting this YouTube account, my blog. And so I just want to get more consistent. I actually made a content calendar for this month, for January 2023. So hopefully I will stick to that. I kind of like got really inconsistent when I started medical school. Like at the beginning of 2022, I was posting like every day, and then medical school hit, and I don't beat myself up about that because like medical school is hard, and of course like my education, that was my top priority when it, you know, in relation to creating content. But I love it so much, and I just love being able to connect with people, and then also bringing you guys like free resources, free mentorship, and things like that. So I'm looking forward to building long-term relationships and starting new relationships with brands, hopefully getting that income, and then just being able to invest it back into myself and into you guys. Next, I want to commit to consistent therapy. So yeah, it's time. I did therapy like 3 sessions when I was in undergrad, and I don't always love to talk about my emotions, but I feel like just having social media has just made me like more open with sharing like my day-to-day life, my highs and lows. And I think that's important because, you know, like I'm not gonna share every time I'm crying probably, but I think it's really important, you know, when I have a social media account that especially like my goal is kind of just share my journey, is to be as transparent as possible, like, and not share that medical school is the best thing in the world every day. Like some days are great, some days I'm like, do I even want to be a doctor? And so I think that now that I'm more open with my emotions, more comfortable with my emotions, I am excited about therapy. I had my first session in, I think, December of 2022, and the therapist they set me up with was great. So I'm gonna try to do bi-weekly sessions because my school offers that for free for us, and so I'm super looking forward to it because, y'all, in 2023, like, we are letting the hurt go. We are healing. I think that I've just realized that, you know, whether you deal with mental health issues or not, therapy is great. Like, you can just have someone that you can talk to. That's kind of like an impartial party. So I'm excited for therapy, and I'll definitely be sharing on my Instagram, like keeping you guys updated on how that goes, because it's been something that like I've been thinking about for a long time and didn't really know if it was something I wanted to do, but it's time, and I'm excited to see what I can gain from it. Next, I want to develop a printed planner line. So you guys may know I developed the pre-med planner. It is a fully digital planner, helps guide you through every phase of your pre-med journey, tips, templates, advice, you name it, it's in there. And super excited, had so much fun planning that. And I actually got you guys' feedback via Instagram, and people thought it would be great to have like a printed one. I'm such like a printed planner girl. Like, it's just so nice to be in school, pull out the planner, let me write down what's going on. And so I was working with a couple of printing companies and got some like mock draft samples before I started medical school, but they just like weren't the quality that I wanted. So I'm trying to figure out, you know, like the best printing company to maximize the quality, because if this is a pre-med journal, like I need it to last. I mean, we're minimum 4 years, you know, 5, 6, 7, however long, you know, because we're planning for gap years as well, or growth years, whatever you want to call them. But then also just like making sure that I can keep the costs in a good budget. So medical school, of course, once again, that's my excuse for everything at this point, but medical school took up a lot of my time, and, you know, moving and everything, that was just a lot. So I kind of put that on the back burner. And so I'm excited to start getting like more samples and really just working on hopefully getting that out, because I think it would be really cool. All right, next, self-love. I want to focus on self-love this year. That kind of goes along with my goal to be consistent and going to therapy and just, you know, like loving myself and building my self-esteem and recognizing my worth and not settling. And yeah, so just kind of like all of that. Actually, the photo for this one is the same photo that was on my vision board from last year, because this is a continuation. Like I said, it's the same me this year. We're just working to be a better version of ourselves. And I think that you can never take too much time to focus on you and loving yourself, because at the end of the day, you always got yourself. And lastly, I want to start exercising. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna say I want to start exercising more. Your girl needs to get in the gym. Like, I had this during 2020, like when I was stuck at home, I was like working out, had my stuff together. And then, you know, the restaurants started opening up again, and yeah. So I literally have no excuse, because there is a gym in my apartment complex, y'all. Like, barrier to entry. There is no barrier to entry. I just gotta go down the elevator. We have a cardio room. We have weights. Like, we have it. But I just kind of need to figure out, like, I definitely want to do, I need to start with cardio, because, like, I can do the elliptical. Like, that's something I feel confident with. But then, you know, like, the weight room, like, there's, like, guys in there, like, even gals, anybody. If there's just people in there that are, like, super strong, they look like they know what they're doing, I hate to go in there and be like, how do I work this? So I just feel like I need to find, like, a good routine or a buddy. I think I'm going to try to convince my roommate to be my gym buddy. We can do, like, morning gym sessions, you know? I'm a morning gym girly, so I have to, like, get up and get her done. And I feel like that kind of, like, sets me up for success for the rest of the day. So that is my goal, and we will see if it happens. So those are my 9 goals for the new year. Of course, you know, I'm looking forward to just having an amazing 2023. I'm looking forward to seeing everything that happens. This year is going to be insane. I'm going to finish my first year of medical school. I'm going to finish our preclinical curriculum. I'm going to start clerkships. I'm going to take step 1. I'm going to travel. I'm going to continue to make amazing friends. I'm just going to enjoy life and living in New York City. So there is so much to look forward to. And I'm super excited to have these goals and my vision board that will also set as my lock screen again, just to kind of keep me grounded as I continue throughout this year. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, learning a little bit about what was going on in 2022 and moving into the new year. New year, same us. We are just working to be better versions of ourselves. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have an amazing 2023.